Hi there, it's Wednesday, September the 26th, and I am working my way through all of your Unit 2 submissions. I've got the first, the reaction assignments done, and I've given you feedback on those. Right now, I'm chewing through your literature review search worksheet, and so often as I grade, you will give me excellent ideas for comments. You'll bring up questions that I want to answer, or I'll notice patterns that I want to address with you. So I thought about writing them down and typing them out and giving them to you in a message, typed out style like I did on the last assignment, but I thought, well, this will be more fun. So here I am, and I'm going to talk about the literature review search assignment that you did in the last unit real quick. I haven't gotten to everybody's yet, so if I still haven't graded yours yet, don't worry, it's coming soon. I will have it done by tomorrow morning at the very latest. So just letting you know, I've done most of them, but maybe yours isn't done yet, so I'm sorry, I'll get there soon. Okay, so some feedback on this assignment. This assignment was made by the library. So doing a literature search using a search engine, we talked about this in the last unit. We don't use just plain old Google. We use the library's database search engine. If you want to get even more specific about a database through the library, there's one I like called Sport Discus. Some of you asked me about Google Scholar. I like Google Scholar. The only problem with it is that it may return some articles that you can't get through the library. So if you at least go through the library's databases, you can choose full text, and then you know that those articles are going to be available to you through the library. If you're on Google Scholar, the library may or may not have those, so you kind of have to search twice or go on a wild goose chase for an article that you see that you may want. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on databases. So the point of this assignment was to help you find a starting point, find some direction in using a database to do a literature review search. So part of it is kind of organizing your thoughts around what are you even going to look for? How do you start to look for a literature topic? And then what are some tips and tricks for using a database? So in this assignment, you were asked to take a research question or topic, and we're going to talk about research questions later. So, I did comment on your research questions or topics. So you're asked to come up with this topic or question and then divide it up into 2 or 3 different directions in which to kind of take your literature search. And then you were asked to brainstorm some specific search terms to type into a search engine. So one of the main points of this assignment was to get you practicing using a search engine for an academic journal database. So supposed to help you narrow your search for literature and give it some direction. Pulling up a few articles that are on target to what you're specifically looking for is way better than pulling up 1,000 articles that are too general or not related to your specific topic, and you've got to search through all those things, and it may be unrelated and tell you stuff that's way too broad anyway. So it's usually better to be more specific than too general. I looked at the sample articles that you pulled up. Some were on target with your research question that you listed at the very beginning of the worksheet. However, some of the articles that you pulled up were completely unrelated. So I had some questions to you for why you chose those particular articles as examples related to your research question. So you should see those comments on your paper. If I questioned some of your articles, if your research topic is X, then why did you choose articles that are related to B, for example? And so I'm not going to use any specific language here because I wrote it on your worksheet. I tried to make those specific comments on your worksheet. So sometimes I questioned why you may have chosen a specific article that you did, if it didn't look like it was on target to me. So I liked the last part of this assignment where it asks, what 2 questions do you have about doing a literature search? those questions were meant to be for you to ask me, hey, how did I do on this literature search? Would it be better for me to broaden my topic? What are some additional ideas for search terms that I could have used? So I liked questions like those, and I tried to answer your questions. I tried to address all of your questions and answer them. So please look at your worksheet. You'll see my comments there. I tried to give some very kind of corresponding feedback on this assignment. So this class is highly feedback oriented. So based on the questions I saw from you, based on some of the feedback that I tried to give you on your paper, I would love to further develop some of these conversations with you about any questions that you have or any comments that I've made. So for example, if you are doing a literature search for your topic and you're like, what in the heck am I doing? I don't know how to do this. I'm pulling up a bunch of stuff that I don't know what to do with. If you would like to come in, sit at the computer with me and talk through a literature search for your specific topic or question, I would love to have you do that. Come in, sit next to me at the computer. We'll talk through it together. You can look at how I might conduct a literature search for your question and maybe see some ideas or examples of some things to look for, some approaches to take with that literature search. So if at any time you want to make an appointment with me, come in, sit at the computer with me, and if you think it would help you for us to just talk through it, work through it at the same computer so you can kind of see some different ways to do it, see how I'm looking at it, and get some ideas, I would love to do that with you. So, keep that in mind. That's always available. I'd love to do that. I want to help. So that's just some feedback on that literature review search assignment. I am doing a lecture module today. It's getting recorded about using search engines and databases to help you kind of structure and format a literature search. So I should have that posted pretty soon in this class with kind of the way I would have approached this worksheet that you just did. So maybe looking at my example will help you kind of get a grasp on how to structure, narrow down, and give direction to your own question. So thanks for listening to this message. Have a good day. Feel free to come in at any time, or make an appointment first so I can make sure I'm here. Come in at any time so we can talk through these questions. I think that's the way that I learn best. I don't know about you, but if that would help you, that's what I want to do. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.